Today I'm gonna make the second video. Okay. You're watching it, so you're watching the second video of Conquer Node.js. So my previous video was about installing and instantiating Node and the Node package manager or npm. And yeah, there might be a few basics that you have to know, such as the fs module, path module. It's really easy, and half of the time we're not going to be even using them, especially HTTP. So I'm just going to start with creating a basic Express server. And Express is a library that allows you to create amazing servers, and it has a whole lot of things in the backend: routers, emitters, events, and so much more. So I highly recommend you to follow on, and let's get going. So yeah, as I told you, I'm not making that HTTP, FS module, and OS and all of those stuff, because they're really basic and you might not even be using them. If you don't know, I highly recommend you to check it out somewhere. I highly recommend you to just read up a little bit on that, or check out the documentation and ask me if you have any doubts. And I'll be right back to you at that time. But right now, let's just start with our normal Express server. So I'm just gonna go for npm init. So npm init essentially gives us a package.json, which contains all of our dependencies. One sec. Which carries all of our dependencies that we use for development. Which basically gives us. Oh yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, npm init gives us a package.json, which we use to store our dependencies that we're going to be using, and all of the development dependencies as well, so that we can use those for development and what we're going to make. So we're going to be installing our Express just like that. I'll be showing you that in a second. Sorry about that. And yeah, so this is the package.json created. So this package.json has scripts and yeah, all the basic information about the server. So the first thing I'm going to do is clear the server, Control L, or you can just type clear. And then I'm going to do npm, you could do install, as I prefer npm I Express. So that will install Express out there for us. If you have Node.js, and I have it in my last video, which, yeah, it's basically the last video. You'll be able to check it out in the Play Store. I'm guessing. I'm not too sure if it shows that last video. So I'm just going to be waiting until Express installs. Okay, it's installed. So for now, we'll need to install one more package in a second, but not yet. So we have a basic Express server there. And now, we need to start by creating a script. I'm just going to create my server.js first before I create my script. Server.js. So here's where I'm going to import Express, and then use the Express module to do all of that magic it does. So I'm just going to take in Express first. Express. Yay! Okay, that's nice. And like most other people, I'll just instantiate an app, which is going to be the function of Express. And then we also want an app, say, to get some sort of text. And then request and response. It's gonna get a request and a response. So we might want to send. We want to send anything to the website. We do rest.send, and so we want to do hello world. And yeah, it doesn't work yet. We need to get it to listen on a number. So I'm just gonna go for const port equals to process.env.port, which gives you in a .env file, which gives you supposedly the port number and a lot of other data. But if you don't have the port number, we could just give it another port, say 3000. And yeah, we have to make it listen, so we can do app.listen, and we could go for port After that, we could just do an arrow function, takes a callback, console log, and then I'm going to put backtick, use template literals, and the normal ES6 variable syntax instead of that long concatenation later. Whoops. Instead of that long concatenation, that sort of stuff. So that takes a lot of time. I prefer the template literals. So yeah. I'm just going to keep the backticks as a button beside the number 1 on the keyboard. So after that, I'm just going to do server started and running on port and $ brackets, and then put the variable port. So now we will script start. Yeah, so node server JS. So I'm just gonna go to localhost HTTP. So no, it's localhost. It's typo. HTTP localhost 3000. Wait one sec. Whoops! Oh yeah, I had to do npm run start to run the script. So Node is just gonna do like a one-time sort of thing, and I'm just gonna reload this now. And you see hello world being printed out because of our Node has started up the server on this particular 3000 port, and we can change what we're going to render, etc., etc. So if you see, I'm just going to go to server.js and edit it. So just hello, and I'm going to reload it here, and still doesn't change. Why? Well, we'll have to Control C, end this, and again run npm run start. And after sometimes it becomes annoying when you have a lot of edits and that sort of stuff. See, now it changes directly to hello. So to stop all this crap and get some nice stuff into Node, we have to install a development dependency called Nodemon. So you can install it as a dependency, but I'll look at it as a dev dependency. I'm going to do npm install or I, and you could do --save --dev, no, not --dev, or as I like it, --D Nodemon. So Nodemon constantly watches that server port and constantly refreshes it as we continuously make edits. So it's kind of like a live server, but this time it doesn't reload it for us. We have to save and then reload it. Okay, so we made a start script, right? So I'm just gonna make a development script, dev, and we could do Nodemon server.js. Whoops, server.js. So I'm just gonna run npm run dev, and we wait. Yeah, you see all of this Nodemon, and whoops, none of this. Whoops, no. Yeah, so server started and running on port 3000. So here you go. Nodemon is doing everything for you. Suppose I put hello, and I just want to do hello world. Whoops. You could just do that. And yeah, you see it says again server started and running on port 3000. That's proof that it's watching the server port and it's continuously reloading it. But here you see there's no change. Why? Because you just need to reload it once. And yeah, that's how Nodemon works. That's how you can put on files here and that sort of stuff. But wait, what if you, obviously it's just shit if you're trying to render just like 1 or 2 words. You obviously want to render suppose say index.html. That way you might want to instantiate express.static, and then you could use the path variable. You're going to bring in path, wire, So that's perfect. And I'm just gonna do app.use. This is middleware. I might make a video on it later, but this is just middleware. I could just get this for now. Express.static, and then I want to do path join dir name. Then we're just gonna make a public folder. So let's just create that public. We can just remove that app.get and make that index HTML. And have body. We're just gonna make the simple stuff. And hello, or my first Express server. Whoops, I feel like I'm typing like a tornado today. I know, it's gonna be wrong, but still, tornado. Woo! And then, yeah, just gonna do H1, my first Express server. I'm just gonna go reload it. See, is that my server, but no problem. Suppose you want to add CSS to it. I mean, I could just use up another CSS, JS file. And right now, if you want some CSS, I'll just add it as style tags. I'm just gonna go to H1, select the H1, and then do color red, and maybe font family Arial. See the difference? Oh wait, load. I was screaming and singing too early. So yeah, you see the difference here. So yeah, it's really amazing. Express is a total mine hole for awesome stuff. Yeah, but most of the time you definitely don't want to just keep giving out static stuff. You obviously want to use JSON, create some sort of backend API, use it for stacks. So Express is super duper important as just making your first Express server. There's a whole lot more to it, and yeah, there's a whole bunch you could accomplish with Express. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.